was originally up too.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You get your hat on, brother.
Absolutely, it's Christmas time. No holiday truce yet.
No holiday truce yet. What's up, brother? Freaking myself and Ironfoot are getting some bolt action in today.
Yep.
He's got this festive shirt on in the hat. Got old Van Gogh meets Star Wars. We have a local event that's 1,100 points. Like the last video you saw with me and the cleric, it's like a recce style event. We're gonna go over our list. I'm running my DAK again, and Ironfoot, you're doing your Italians.
Slightly different style of recon by foot.
Nice, yeah. Go ahead, you can hold it in the record.
We've got regular higher command, veteran sniper, regular infantry platoon commander, 3 squads of black shirts, 1 at 10, 2 at 11. One of the 11s has an LMG. Regular AT rifle, 2 regular light mortars, recce platoon, regular commander with SMG, my veteran San Marco boys, regular AT rifle, the party bus, the truck, and then in heavy weapons we have a pistol wielding regular officer, 2 medium mortars with spotters, and an MMG. Italians, we don't tend to recon with vehicles, we recon with bodies.
Yeah, we're gonna have all the dudes run up. Well, once you get your cavalry back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Some Operation Blue Cavalry. One of the best units the Italians had, and it lasted a brief time.
I never got to run them.
They've been so cool. So the DAKs modify a little bit again. It's 4 platoons. I have a rifle platoon, 4-man command squad, and a 250, all with subguns. A grenadier squad, 5 guys with rifles and a light machine gun. Then in a truck, Panzer Grenadier squad, 8 guys with 3 subguns. Then the recce platoon, which is the requirement for this event, has to be 300. So this is like running like 305. So officer with a rifle, a 251 hand mag with an 8-man Grenadier squad with 4 subguns. Also in there is 1 artillery observer and 1 anti-tank rifle. So everyone can technically fit inside the hand mag, even though dude has infiltrate. And then the heavy weapons platoon, officer with a pistol, he's regular, 2 anti-tank rifles, and then 2 medium mortars with spotters. I was torn between running a medium machine gun, which still might happen eventually. And then in the armored platoon is, even though that is a L model Panzer III, I'm running the DAK Panzer, the light anti-tank gun. And then just completed, you guys have saw online, my Panzer II I'm running today as well. So that's the list. It comes out to like 1097. I can't find a place for 3 points. This is the board we're taking to the event. We do some work on the church a little bit with the cemeteries. Maybe add some more buildings to actually get more of a town square feel. But this is our board today. I'm playing on this side. This mission has a weird idea. We get a unit apiece, like private clueless. So I'm using a terrorizer, and you're using the guy giving a suggestion.
He has lots of opinions.
Yeah, and basically we get points for killing them, saving them, getting him across the board, all kinds of stuff. He doesn't generate an order dice, so you have to sacrifice one of your dice from a unit. You forgo its activation to activate them. They come with like a machine gun, all kinds of crazy stuff. But it's kind of what we're going to do. The stuff starts off board, I think, turn 1.
Yes, first wave and reserves outflank.
Yep.
My list is 18 dice at 1100 on the nose.
Okay.
I did not mention that.
Mine's 17 at the 1097. So when we come back, we'll basically none starts on the board except for infiltrators and the 2 privates. So we'll be back after turn 1. We'll kind of go over because we're moving on to the board. Camera rig above to do long form. Yeah, I need a different camera. These things heat up too much.
Oh, okay.
So that was the end of round 1. A lot moved around. So I'll just go over what I've done. Anti-tank rifle moved on. Mortar with 2 officers moved on. I placed a spotter in a building for one of the mortars. Private Snuffy got shot at by a sniper, got missed, opened up on a squad of black shirts, put a pin on them but made them fanatical, like ticked them off. I placed a spotter here. Then coming over, my 250 moved up, opened up on a squad, didn't do anything. My FO actually called in artillery strike here after being shot at and surviving a anti-tank rifle shot with his cover save. My anti-tank other rifle moved on, put a shot at the machine gun, did a pin but failed to wound. These guys moved on, hand mag fired, didn't do anything. The Panzer III got 4 hits on the light mortar and rolled absolutely no wounds. Truck moved on the squad in the back. Grenadier squad moved up into the fence. Anti-tank rifle moved on, couldn't do anything. It's kind of my turn. Oh, and then Panzer II is an outflank, so he's not on the board. All them guys are mounted in vehicles. Kind of go over what you've done, Ironfoot.
So my private idiot started out in this crater, so he booked it back this way. My sniper was in the house, but could not hit the broadside of a running red-shirted dude, so the Star Trek curse is broken. I infiltrated a spotter into the building here. Turn 1 was a lot of bringing on with first wave, so I have a medium mortar set up here, medium mortar in this corner. My MMG came on. This mortar tried to land a cheeky shot on his AT rifle, but was just out of range. Black shirts were shot at, decided to get angry. My AT rifle that famously couldn't get the shot through the trees. I have a lieutenant here. This is my major. And then for infiltrate, the San Marco is not in the party bus. And then the party bus with a black shirts, AT rifle, and a commander. And my reserves waiting to come on is another squad of black shirts in the truck. It's gonna be an interesting turn too, I think. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with the armor. That could prove to be a problem.
I totally forgot you had a guy in there as a spotter. And like, I'm shooting all this stuff, and the guy's like, please don't shoot this building.
No shots at the building just yet.
I totally forgot about him being there.
This artillery strike has the potential to do a lot of damage. If that comes in and ranges out far enough, you could catch quite a bit.
This is the part that really gets us. Like, an airstrike would have been really cool because you don't have any AA.
Nope.
But like, we're having such a hard time with artillery observers and air observers because it feels like the payoff isn't as good. Like, there's some missions, they're amazing. They'll turn a whole game. Other ones, nothing happens. They just get shot, or they get killed.
My American list that I ran last game I played, where my observer called in 2 rookie pilots after a turn delay, and then the meat chopper didn't shoot the second one down and got killed by the airstrike. And they drove off the first one. So yeah, airstrikes are not on my list of things to do. No,
that's the part. Like, you want to use them, but then like they're definitely super swingy. Let's see if it comes in. It's an artillery strike too. So 4, 5, or 6, I think.
Here it comes.
I think it does come in.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we'll check the rule book.
But that's coming in.
Let's see. Okay, 7 inches.
So I have some luck yet. That's still going to do some damage.
Story of my life, not long enough.
Alright, we'll be back with the results in turn 2.
Why weren't we recording?
3 units have disappeared under the bombardment.
So, at that big thing we said about, they're not always the greatest, I kept rolling 6s.
The officer disappeared in a cloud of smoke second, the light mortar first, and the AT rifle third.
And I changed dice, guys. I was changing dice. I was like, what is this?
3 straight 6s.
Oh, wow. What's the Italian national anthem? Like,
Give me half a moment, I can pull that up.
We will play that. All right, so that's the beginning of turn 2.
3 dice out of the bag straight away.
Wow.
Good strike.
Strike. You know what, if this was actual, like, tournament game, that never would have happened. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, a lot of nutty stuff has happened. So, besides the whole artillery strike doing stuff,
Never fight near a graveyard.
right? No, definitely not. This guy went on ambush, just in case something outflanks. Private Stuffy has been sniped. He got shot and went down. Over here, mortars opened up. One round ranging in on that mortar, and the second one ranging in on that squad of black shirts. Over here, tank rifle went down and got shot at. This guy put a pot shot at the guy in the building. The squad jumped up, put a shot at the spotter. 250 went over, fired and missed at the black shirts. Craziness, the tank rolled up, opened up, did a bunch of pins, didn't do anything. Then the mortar responded from the corner, slammed through the roof, pinning it, blowing up the drivetrain. So it's immobilized right now. Over here, this truck he's kind of stuck there. Their squad dumped in the ruins, shooting at the light mortar. They were out of range. This squad barely entered the ruins, firing at his captain, Snuffy. Anti-tank rifle got up, and the only thing I could see at the time was the spotter. So put a shot into the spotter, missed, or it hit, but he made a save.
Yes.
And then my 222 is, or my Panzer 2 is now available to outflank. Kind of what your stuff kind of ended up doing.
Well, a lot of them died. My truck did arrive from reserve with one squad in it. I have a hero pistol-wielding heavy weapons platoon command team that might go spotter hunting.
Yep.
They rallied and cleared the artillery strike effect. Major gave the snap. The Carcano rifle works.
Yep.
The mortar was trying to range in on the tank, but it was his other teammate that did that. Light mortar started to range in on the Hanamag. It wrecked. We're still starting the clock. Machine gun had a big whiff on his AT rifle. And we've still got a lot in outflank. I've got about 5 dice that can now start to affect the battle. So now it's pretty much down to, can I keep this idiot alive and or stop losing men rapidly?
Right.
But without any more artillery strikes, there's a small chance.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to drop any more artillery on you.
Yeah, and I think that's...
At least mortars I might be able to, but...
Yeah, I've got to figure out what I want to do with this guy, because he's not ranged in and is now being ranged in on.
Right.
And his spotter is probably not long for this world.
Right.
But turn 3, this is where the flanks start getting outed, and here we go.
All right. So that's the end of turn 3, going into 4. My outflanking guy didn't make it, which always happens. Some squads moved up. I end up shot his private Snuffy down.
And he snuffed it.
I had no choice. Guys kind of leapfrogged, put some pins on the mortar, and some guys have like super armor over there. Anti-tank rifle moved over, missed. San Marcos came in, and we'll talk about them. I failed to shoot and took another 2 rounds, but blew part of the engine out now instead of it being demobilized. So I have 7 pins. He's kind of stuck there. Squads in the building. They killed that spotter. This guy moved up. He drove backwards, which was unfortunate. Over here, the anti-tank rifle team guy died. He did put a pin on the truck, but failed to penetrate it. This guy took a cat. I did range it on his mortar, killed all but 1 guy, and then the other mortar missed over here on the duders. I'm pushing on this side here, over here, and then it seems you're coming this way. So go ahead and give us your commentary there, Ironfoot. Like it's pretty fluid battle.
Yeah, we're going old school. Yeah, the San Marcos arrived after we found out that his outflanker wasn't coming on, but they whiffed horribly, despite this being their second battle. That mortar did land around, but it did no damage, except for the single pin from the hit. This mortar on 1 guy activated and landed a hit with the 5.
Yeah.
And did a, I think it was steering compromise. So
Yeah.
it just did a bonus pin on superficial damage. This squad put some pins on that vehicle along with the MMG from this, which is what caused it to back up. They knocked out the artillery observer a few turns late. Captain Idiot here with the pistol, well, the lieutenant, has completely missed on the FO. My AT rifle tried to kill his officer and missed. The truck did not do anything to the AT rifle except for take a pin from coming on, but the black shirts took it out.
Yep.
And then my officer is using his subgun to kill the mortars.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going old school with the turning of the flanks, with both of us having shot Private Snafu, and then now being at 3 kill dice. The game is very much even.
Yeah. And we're going into turn 4.
Yeah, so it's still pretty open. We still have one bit of armor off the table, which I can't really deal with, so there is concern on that.
We should go over the outflanking too once, because
yes.
outflanking really, in this mission, usually you can't outflank turn 3 coming in on your enemy's DZE. In this particular mission, they list our DZ as the back line, so I didn't realize it. Ironfoot did. You can come clear up almost to the back edge, literally.
Yeah, because the book states officially 3 or 4. You can come on anywhere on the table, long edge or short edge that they declared, up to the opponent's deployment zone. And then afterwards you can go anywhere. But because our DZ is listed on the mission pack as the back edge, as Guildmaster said, we can have some fun. So his tank could quite merrily roll along and eat that mortar for lunch.
I was hoping he was in a turn earlier. And this is where my love-hate with outflankers comes into play. Sometimes they can really flip the script. Other times, like, they're failing to come in. I'm thinking one of the guys we played, I think Chuck, I might buy that really cheap MP squad for the Germans, where when they're off the board, things come in easier. They don't take the penalty for coming in.
The traffic cops,
The
basically.
traffic cops.
Okay.
They're cheap for a small 4-man unit. I might start doing that, because it feels like every time I use outflankers, they never come in. Or they don't come in on the turn 3 where I like them to come in on.
Yeah. But then again, if they delay, you can sometimes luck into a good thing with turn 5 coming in anywhere on the edge.
Yeah.
But always remember that outflankers don't have to come in on the side that they're declared. You can elect to come in along your own edge.
Yep.
Something that I failed at the last tournament to remember and would have probably saved me a game.
Yeah.
But yes, heading into turn 4, it's still a bit open. I figured out how to deal with one armor. I don't know about the other, though.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. If he come in on when he was supposed to, he might not be in such a bad predicament. Honestly.
Yeah, that could have saved him a bit. So we shall see where the board state is at the next turn end.
Okay. Mission, because it does add a lot of stuff. So that's the end of turn 5. Woo. And the dice were crazy both ways.
Yes.
He finally came on, and he obliterated the mortar.
Goodbye.
Okay. They went down and got shot by San Marcos.
No, they didn't.
They went down in case. Both this squad here, even though they lost their sergeant from the sniper, them. Oh shit! They should have a pin on them. My bad. They opened up and somehow only killed 2 San Marcos, even though at one point I rolled 6 or 5 6s.
Yeah, 5 wounding hits on 5s. I made 4 of my 5 saves.
Yeah. So it kind of washed out.
Wild swing. But then they filled their activation and went down.
Yeah. Reading some rules, since there's not a lot of HE weapons, I jumped from one building to the next, and now I'm just shooting everywhere. I do have 2 pins, though. Hanamag came out, opened up on the sniper, missed. This fella here, he failed his rally. Yep, I rolled 11. This guy lost a pin, but a truck wrecked out of the way. The hit squad ran out and actually shot into the squad of shirkers. Over here, the story of the game, my officer tried shooting this dude And then in turn,
He fired a pistol in my general direction.
Yeah.
We did not take kindly.
The anti-tank rifle smoked him. The crazy story is this squad's alive with one guy. They failed to kill them. He failed to kill them. And then unfortunately, the truck had a pin from whenever I ambushed the anti-tank rifle, and the lieutenant moved out of range. He decided to run off the board.
Yep. He had other places to be.
Yeah. And then over here, that guy's live with a pin.
The idiot officer is off in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, and then my mortar failed to kill that one dude again.
Yes, our mortars are both alive on one wound.
Yeah.
He killed that one before it could do the final killing blow.
Because it would have killed him. It would have tapped him out. Is there anything that I'm missing that you want to go over, brother?
We have my fanatics are forming up for an assault.
Yes.
This squad did unfortunately lose their head and are now shirkers, but they're doing yeoman's work anyway.
Yep.
San Marcos, because of the sheer devastating volley, decided that cover was his better part of valor, and yes, none of my officers know how to use their weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow that squad's still alive, and we were both like, oh, you're going to roll that side, no problem.
Yeah. And the rolling on this side has begun. So in true, I believe that was Cannae, where the two armies flipped sides.
Yeah.
We are now fully reenacting that in the modern era.
So we're going to go on to turn 5, and we'll be back. So that was the end of turn 5.
Brutal.
Really brutal. A lot of devastation finally happened. Probably the devastation of the match. The black shirts, they're fanatical, assaulted the dudes in the building.
Didn't kill anybody.
And unfortunately, I wiped him out in 2 rounds of combat, and then he didn't kill anybody.
That was some bad luck on the rolls because it was regular and regular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I had 4 tough fighters though. That's what flipped it.
Yeah, because you hit 3 right off the hop, and then the 4th re-rolled into the hit. I had no tough fighters, and I didn't kill anybody in either round, so that hurt. Don't assault buildings.
Right. This guy lost their sergeant. The San Marcos got cleaned up. Both squads again opened up on them. Anti-tank rifle moved up. Then he moved over. Cleaned up the other light mortar. It was the lucky shot. Put a wound and killed one of the snipers with a hand mag. Although what did happen, the light mortar before he got took out was able to do the bonus pin blowing up the Panzer III. Which, fun fact, even though it's a command vehicle, the bonus doesn't count for pinning out. So, and then moving over here, them guys got lit up pretty badly. I did lose one guy from getting shot from the truck, and then we were able to finally clean up the last of the 2 mortars.
Which means that mine is still, as of now, still alive.
Yeah, I was able to get 1 shot off, and for 3 turns in a row, I rolled ones to wound that dude.
One remaining mortarman bravely serving his post.
He has 1 deep dug mortar pit.
Yeah, effectively the match, he's killed 9 of mine. No, 8. And I've killed 7, but with an uncontested sweep to pick up some light points. We'll go another round just because I have 1 fun play if I can make it. If I can get a die pool.
Okay.
But otherwise, this is definitely going to be a major victory.
Yeah.
Because that's an easy pick.
Well, remember, for us, for scoring, it's 2 is a minor. How they're scoring it, 4 is a major.
Oh,
so we're
might be a major.
So victory. Right now we're technically drawed because I'm only up by 1.
But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're shirkers, so they're in a spot.
Maybe.
So you've got easy dice to pick up, whereas the bulk of your forces.
A lot of my infantry's over here. They're in a defensive position with the armored support moving in.
And the firepower of the German squads, as they're built, is
I built a Rhino rush list, guys, and any person who's been gaming a long time knows what that is. And it's not fun to play with. You have to be really aggressive with it. It does work, or it fails spectacularly. And unfortunately, it's been doing really good this game.
No, It's been a fair swing. We've had our ups and downs on each turn. That assault's
what flipped it, I think.
And the San Marcos just getting absolutely whacked.
I got lucky, was able to neutralize them
very quickly without them picking up a die.
Yeah.
Because they missed on your assault or your anti-tank rifle.
Yeah, the tank rifle.
And they never got the chance to shoot anywhere else before those two squads combined just lit them up. You were landing 4 and 5 wounding hits a turn.
Yeah, and they were only in light cover. So, yeah. So we're going to finish her off in 6, guys, and then we'll kind of be back. All right, guys, that's kind of the end. We kind of called it. You did 3 Hail Mary assaults, or 2 Hail Mary assaults.
My sniper, which was here, half-track was here. He snuck attack, because there's 1 die sitting in there.
Yep, the officer jumped out to defend.
Clubbed the poor sniper.
Even at Simo, we clubbed. I got him.
And I did not kill him.
So I jumped back in, and then we moved over down the alleyway, and his big-time major's over there.
Charges up.
Does the same thing.
And dies the
I
same
jump out
way.
and he bonks him on the head.
I again failed to kill him.
Yeah. And he's a regular with a rifle, nothing spectacular.
So he has swallowed up a veteran, a regular.
Yeah.
I killed none in that attack there, so I do not want to get to close quarters. I'm apparently playing the Tau.
Yeah, but
without the
Tau. Yeah, you need to. That's the craziest part. These guys got pinned out, so it's kind of over at this point. And unfortunately, we are making lists that aren't nice, or they're on theme, but they're like at least decent. Yeah, I like your list. It's got a ton of stuff. It's a ton of maneuverability in some of these missions. I think just
you need armor.
Yeah, I think at least 1 armored vehicle.
Yeah, everything needs a tank, and that's where the bulk of the firepower comes from for some missions. The 1441, 1542s to put out 4 machine guns. That on this board changes things a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to modify the board. I'm going to have some clear ways for vehicles, or for not tracked, but wheeled vehicles, because we're providing a board for the event. When we get closer, we'll have some info, but this will be the board, well, a version of this board we're bringing. But it sucks because I feel in a lot of bolt action anymore, you got to have at least some sort of armored vehicle, like with some sort of machine guns or an autocannon or something to counter their armored vehicle.
And to put down squads. Quite simply, when you have a squad that's as equipped as some of these are, where they have SMGs and MMGs, you can't be using squads of regular infantry or veteran infantry, as the case of San Marcos.
I just got lucky and was able to 2 squads versus 1, and then just kind of stuck you in the corner.
Yeah. You need an armored threat.
Yeah. I'm wondering if the San Marcos, if they had to come over the rise over here and then opened up and then swung around the back.
I had that thought, but your tank was not in yet, and if they go over there, they have no cover.
Yeah.
And that was because he did not come on the table before them, was why. Because that was my first play, was to just come over the hill and just start closing it up. But with there, they had cover. And over there, that vehicle with autocannon
would hurt them. And it would put me in a bind because I had, from the jump, that tank was going to go in that side and sweep. And him having to come back here would have definitely stopped that sweeping motion through the side.
That's true. Would have potentially delayed you, but you did also have the 2 squads to deal with.
Because originally this tank was going to go this way and then eventually swing over this way on the board or swing through here. But then the mortar blew the track off and just stuck him there. And then really he was nothing the rest of the game. Just, he was annoying.
He was a mortar target.
Yeah. Them guys got some good ranging in on them.
But that in and of itself, again, shows the benefit of a vehicle, because that's now squads that aren't getting hit.
Yeah.
So now they can sit and shoot at their full, or at their... without any penalties.
That's true.
That was a mortar sponge when the squads were more dangerous.
And for this event, the heaviest armor is 8. So in all reality, medium mortar just barely punches through it.
I landed a 6 with that first dial in, and that's what caused it to be stuck. But from where it was, the mortar should have immediately retargeted because its firing lanes
was super narrow. Because I've been super narrow coming down this road. I have a turret, but then I can only really go this way or kind of behind me. But if you've already gotten behind me, like from this side, like you were gonna do, I'm already in trouble. And that's where that anti-tank rifle would have really owned me.
Yeah, I should have been either ignoring it or just trying to deal with the infantry. Not having Private Schmutz alive, but given the way the board state ended, he would have never made it anywhere.
I don't think Private Numbnut, whatever you want to call him, is going to... I have a feeling he's just going to get shot.
It's 2 points to kill him with rifle, 5 points in close combat.
Yeah, so you're really going to have to... It's going to be hard getting him in hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
Or getting him across the board. Although I think we did come across a epiphany. If you're putting stuff in reserve or outflank, give him those dice. Because you're not out anything at that point.
And that's where that squad, when he started running that away, I almost didn't kill him because I knew my truck was going to come in there.
Yeah.
And I could have snapped him up in close combat.
Yeah. Originally, if he was going to survive, I was going to try to pass through the ruins or try to get into the house and then get to the board edge. Because, he doesn't get off the table. He just has to get there. So he's still be in play. I figured you were going to outflank over here. That's why I put the anti-tank rifle in ambush.
Yep.
Which actually in itself...
It did end up doing its thing.
Yeah, it did what it was supposed to, at least with the vehicle. Yeah. No, that was a good game, man.
That was.
I definitely...
Good table, good game. Yeah. The dice were curious.
They were, because there was times they really swung. Yes. Especially, like, just some of the shooting.
Well, I think after that it is time for the Christmas truce.
Yeah. It's Christmas truce. I don't think we're getting any games in the rest of this week.
Yep.
I don't know what Dave's up to, or the cleric's up to. We'll find out, but I don't have a saying anymore. I don't have a catchphrase, so. But regardless of that, if you guys like what we're doing, the whole thing, like, share, subscribe, comment. Oh yeah, comment. And if you're in the western half of Pennsylvania, barring these holiday weekends, reach out to us with our emails up there and address it to whoever you want to talk to, and then I'll make sure everyone gets it. And then if you're looking for games, let us know. Like I said, we play a lot of Boltaction, Team Yankee, some one-page rules once in a while, some Conquest, but most of it's Boltaction and stuff.
Some Flames.
Oh yeah, there's some Flames too.
Yep.
So, yeah, just kind of reach out, guys.
Yeah, here's our catchphrase: "The dice gods giveth, the dice
gods taketh away." Maybe that will be the new phrase.
That's the new phrase.
Dice gods giveth, and the dice gods taketh away.
Yep.
All right,
Happy
guys.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Later.